All right, everybody. So this is a special edition of the Henny Talks, and you know why it is special? Show them what you got on your feet.
Dog hair.
He's in his socks. He is in his socks. That means Henny's comfortable. We're at his house today.
Yes, sir.
Introduce you to yourself, or not to do yourself. Introduce yourself to the people.
You know.
Do you know who you are?
I'm Byron. These are both close brothers of mine. Got into some of the dog stuff with these guys a couple years ago. It's been a journey since then. We're about to embark on a new journey with my brother here and my other brother over here. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
So, you remember your first podcast?
Mine?
Yeah. Does he remind you of him? Of
No,
you?
I was a lot
A
different.
lot stiffer.
How are you different?
I don't know.
He had to wear sunglasses.
Oh, that was at Trevor's. That one, yeah, I remember that one. I needed to wear sunglasses.
Alright, so just like when we're shooting, you're gonna go, and then you're just gonna relax.
Yeah, let's relax, drop your shoulders.
There you go.
Let's talk,
This is
guys.
easy. All we're doing is talking dogs.
Yeah, let's talk dogs.
So let's. Oh wait, sorry.
This is another
Can you
relay.
introduce yourself as well? They may not know who you are
Henrik
yet.
from TX German Shepherd. This is my house.
It is. That's my boy in the background.
And yeah, if you're looking for a German Shepherd, hit me up. I got about 7 puppies on the ground right now.
Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. You used to do dogs.
Yes.
Tell people about your history in dogs.
My history is with field trial, AKC field trial retrievers. Basically, dogs that you hunt over with waterfowl, goose, ducks, that sort of thing. Did that for about 13 years of my life. Owned my own kennel. Had some success there, and then life happens. Got out of that, but I've had dogs all my life. Went from that into cattle dogs, and had those working on ranches and that sort of thing. Border collies, healers, couple of corgis, believe it or not, actually move livestock around.
Yeah, they're gangsters.
Small, I mean,
Real
big
nice.
ears, small. They are. They eat. That don't let their size fool you, man. They can move something that's literally 20 times their size, and they will make it go where they want it to go.
It's
They
not
will-
the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. A corgi will prove that over and over again.
So you had the history with the bird dogs, you had it with the cattle dogs, and then you, last year, was it last year or 2 years ago, you
I think
got,
it was.
Oh
2 years
man,
ago.
it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I drove down, picked up a Belgian Malinois that was somewhat of a rescue, had some protection background in the military, and yeah, that's how I got involved with these guys. That Mal needed quite a bit of work, learning to come off of the bite, learning to be around people and be a little more sociable, be a little more easy to be around. So I sought out Stan for his help, met Henny through Stan, and man, it's all she wrote. Here we are 2 years later, and getting ready to go on the journey again a little bit different this time though, better deal.
and getting a puppy, how are you, gonna prepare, or what are you gonna do different than getting an older dog?
Well, I think the first thing, man, our priority this time is not to, granted we want a protection dog, that's what everybody thinks they want. This dog's really going to be about fun for our family. This is a family-oriented dog that'll be well socialized, exposed to everything, very well taken care of, and probably spoiled rotten a little bit. We're just going to enjoy her for what she is. That other work that we'll do later on for what we wanted to do will be quite a while, probably a year of just having her be fun. That's the key word, is just fun. Mm-hmm. Building that relationship, building that rapport. My daughter's going to baby her to death and spoil her to death. My wife will do her form of spoiling that she does. She's going to be a house family dog. She's going to basically be a 5th member of our family.
And if you're really thinking about it, a protection dog should be a member of your family.
100%.
You do a lot of protection stuff, and you're still a member of the family. So it's like the same thing with these dogs. A lot of people think, oh, I gotta have this crazy dog that nobody could come in my house. It's like, well, that's not a good dog, because now nobody can come in your house. Right. And if I want my family to come over, if I want children, whatever, like, they can't come because my dog is going to be uncontrollable.
But funny is a lot of times those people lock their dog out before people come into the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might not even know who's out there.
And the thing is, it's like, yeah,
How can he protect you?
he can't do his job if he can't be around everybody.
Yeah, there is, man, Stan, there's so much you said in that one paragraph. There's so much to uncover and unpack right there. But, you know, I want a dog. If I'm going to have a protection dog, I need that dog to understand that I need her to protect when I deem it necessary, not when she decides in her own mind something is a threat or something is a danger. My priority is to be around people. Anybody can come in the house. I absolutely do not want to have to put her away. That doesn't accomplish the goal, right?
Well, I'm going to interject on that because there are times that the dog may have to decide on something that we're not there for or you're not prepared for.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes through that door right now, we may not give that word, but that dog knows what they're supposed to do because everybody, you let them in. So if somebody's coming in that's not supposed to, really aggressive, I don't mind my dog making that decision on their own.
Right.
But that comes with socializing the dog. That comes with training. That comes with putting those dogs in these different situations. It's the same thing like going through these shooting classes. There's times where it pops up and it's a kid and you're like, oh, I'm not supposed to shoot that one. And you have to train yourself. But if it's like everything that pops up you shoot, you're not a very safe person. I mean, you had an experience you told me about, you know, in your home where you were ready and your family knew what they were supposed to do. But if your daughter would have came out, you wouldn't have just shot because you've prepared for these situations. You've trained and you're not just reacting, you're responding.
100%. That's
And
a really
it's
good
the
way
same thing
to put
with
it.
the dogs.
Yeah, very much so. And that just comes with a lot of work. I mean, I'm still on a learning curve a little bit, but that comes with a lot of work and teaching that dog to, while they're working with you in a partnership, they also get to a point in the advance, I think, where they start to learn to think on their own. Make those decisions. You know, if a guy comes up to shake your hand, just because they reach over the dog, you don't want the dog to jump up and bite him and perceive it a threat. But maybe if the guy goes to tackle you in an aggressive way, or, you know, say they want to go after your child in a way that is not normal, then the dog can decide on its own within an instant, hey, this is a problem and I'm going to resolve it.
And even if it's being vocal, dog barks, dog growls, let the person, hey, I ain't like that. I'm letting you know you continue to do it, we're gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
So it all just becomes from, again, it all goes back to socializing the dog.
Yep.
I hate when people call and they're like, well, my dog is 8 months old, I've never let people pet him, I've never taken him anywhere, and he's trying to bite everybody. I'm like, yeah, you told him basically everybody's a threat. You've never shown this person what somebody is good and what somebody who is actually bad.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is the more people that are able to be around your dog, the better your dog's going to be for people who aren't supposed to be around.
Well, especially if they're little. You want them to interact with people. You want them to be comfortable around people, strangers. It doesn't mean that they're going to go get hugged and get treats from everybody. You want them to be comfortable. So how can you have a protection dog or any kind of dog? If you want him to be part of your family and you want to take him to an event, outdoor event, it's summer, you know, there's a lot of events in parks or whatever, you want to take your dog and you can't take your dog because your dog's just freaking out or just
Trying to bite everybody.
Trying to bite everybody, which, hey, been there, done that.
That's not very peaceful. That's not peaceful at all.
That is not peaceful. That to me, from my experience, the very real world, defeats the entire purpose of having that animal in your home. Because then that animal becomes no longer an asset, they're now a liability. We talk a lot about that in protection work, that we all work together. We talk a lot about that in dog work. I mean, do you want to be a liability or an asset? And I want my dog to be an asset to my team. I mean, my team is my family, my wife, daughter, my son. That's absolute first priority. And then my team is my circle of friends. That dog needs to know that everybody is a friend until, you know, as we work through building that dog up, you know, brick by brick, that it can start to determine after we've shown it what it can on its own. Okay, you know, just like we read the dog reads us, and they can determine, hey, this is a threat now. So
I will always trust a dog who doesn't like a human before I trust a human who doesn't like a dog.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My dogs go any and everywhere, and if Boo growls at you, I'm like, hey, what are you thinking? What, let me see. And then you start thinking, it's like, hey, this person wasn't very good, and he was growling at me. He was letting me know.
Yeah.
But it goes back to socializing the dog, getting them out in the world, exposing them to a lot of different situations, and preparing your dog for something that I hope never happens. You know, we talked about it earlier with this guy who came up from Houston. I hope I never have to send my dog on somebody to bite him. Like, I hope I never have to do any of the training that we do when we go out to the range.
Yeah.
Because if I'm having to do those things, I'm in a situation I don't want to be in, and I may not go home.
Yep.
I want to go home at the end of the day.
At that time, things have already gotten really bad, way worse than you ever wanted them to get.
But the dog's gonna know what to do. I'm gonna know what to do, and we're still gonna go home. But
Yep.
it's gonna take a different path.
Take a different path. Going to be a different conversation at the end of the day.
Yeah.
In the debrief, as we like to call it, for sure. So.
So that was a little history of this stuff here. But you are going to get a puppy from Henny. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So, what made you, or what got you into that you want, or decide that you want a German Shepherd?
I think, well, the biggest influence, man, in all honesty, and not just blowing smoke, but was seeing your dog's work. And seeing Akira, seeing Ariel, seeing Dax, seeing Andra, being around those animals and seeing how, like, Dax is a high drive. I had a buddy ask me the other day, he's seen videos of Dax, right? He said, man, he's really high drive. Like, is he okay in the house? That was a real question he asked me. I said, man, this dog he's been out to the range with us. I've been to his house. He's fine in the house. He's very pleasant to be around. All of them have been nothing but pleasant to be around. So I think that the GSD, in my mind, my wife and I talked about it quite a bit, was a really good balance between, sure, you know, with young kids and being in the world the way it is today, we want something that we can rely on, but at the same time, like we just covered, not to beat a dead horse, but I want something I can, if we're going to go to an outdoor restaurant, the dog comes with us. She's part of the family, right? Well, I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, is, you know, this dog going to be, you know, she's going to have great training from me, great training from you, great training from Stan. We're all going to build her. But I think a GSD is a little bit better balance. My wife said it the other day, like the Mal was just, as much as I like Mals, I know nobody likes them. That's just a weird thing with me.
Don't say everybody. I don't. I would never own a Mal. If you see me owning a Mal, I would crazy.
That's a weird thing with me. I like them okay, but my wife pointed out the other day, she said, you know, they really were built for a job 90% of the time. Granted, their job is always being in the family and that sort of thing, but I mean, just a working dog. They just haven't made that.
98.999% of the time they need a job.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. They're just not built for that family life, that more like, hey, let's bring it down 5 notches from what we did this morning at training. Let's hang out, let's be around people, and they're happy to be there. It's really hard to turn them off. I think with the GSD, just in my opinion, for the little bit I've learned about them, been around your dogs, seen them work for the last couple of years, you can turn that switch off. You can do that work, that high drive work, and then hey, you throw them a this or you give them a treat, and they just hang out with you. You know, you've had Dax out to the range, out of the truck, and what does he do? He hangs out with us. He's not looking for somebody to bite, somebody to put in their place, or somebody to.
Yeah, I mean, if I know the story, he's like,
well,
he likes dark meat. He likes the dog meat.
Yeah, he does. He likes to. But I always bite you. What's wrong?
Yeah, it's like, why not? I can do it now too, and you're really gonna scream. Like,
but I think for me,
that they have, it's you can throw a ball off a cliff. A Mal's gonna go get that ball. A German Shepherd's gonna look at you like, why am I going to get
Why
that?
am I jumping 100 feet to go get that ball? Yeah, so there's a lot of, that's a multifaceted question, but overall I just think the practical side of things, the joy to be around, having in the home, being a family dog, they've got a history of that and a proven one. So, yeah.
So what made you decide you wanted a female? Is there a specific
That's
reason?
a good question.
Females? Man, for me, there's a couple reasons. You know, I've got a history with retrievers. I've got a long history with cutting horses, history with cattle dogs. I think I've always got along with mares. I've always got along with female dogs. I like my males. I like my studs. I think a female can tend to be a little more, soft isn't really the right word, just a little more business, but at the same time, there's just that
Easier to handle.
there's a special bond. There's easier to handle.
Let me say for you, females aren't that much of an asshole.
Yeah, there you go.
You have females if they're hot, they're going to be hard. But
Yeah.
they're going to be a lot easier to work with.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're a lot easier to live with as well.
Yep.
So you
They're
don't
generally cleaner.
yeah.
Yeah, you said it for me. Easier to live with. I mean, I've had females most of my life. You know, having a mal that was a male that was not, and that's a mal. But you know, we've got a male healer, and it's just a constant. There's just this constant battle for. I think it's the best way I can say it. There's a constant battle for a place in the pack. Whereas a female, there's not that constant battle for a place in the pack. They're happy to be
Once they know
the beta.
cool.
Yeah, cool. I'm the beta. I'm the omega. I'm somewhere in the middle here. I've got a job. I've got cool. This is great. You know, I just want to be. And males don't just want to be.
Yep. They
Males-
want to be him.
They want, yeah. So we got the whole alpha thing going on. And,
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what we tell people. If you have a male dog, there's gonna come a time where you have to have a come to Jesus meeting with him.
You do?
You gotta open the book and you gotta read from Psalms and let the dog know, hey,
Yeah.
the Lord said.
And man, and I'm telling you from experience, that may last for 6 months, and then all of a sudden 6 months later, here it's creeping up again.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're keep trying you.
Yeah.
A lot of times males will try you over and over. They wait
Yeah.
for that moment, and then not all of them, but yeah, a lot of times it'll happen. I mean, I had one that tried me over and over again on a weekly basis, but yeah, males are it's a big difference. Some people say it doesn't matter, but it does matter.
Oh, it absolutely
So
matters.
there's a big difference. I mean, if you see Andre right here and something Dexter at the same time, that'd be already totally different story. So.
Completely. Well, she's not like as much as I love Dex, and he's very well adjusted and good around everybody. There's a different approach. There's just that different. Not always something to prove, something to show.
Yeah, what I mean is like you can see the whole body language, like how she walks through the house and how a male or the males that I at least had, they were like Dex too. They're goofballs. They run. They just don't give a crap. Yep.
Yeah.
Where the female is like more like more mature.
Yeah.
Females are a lot
Yeah.
more mature than males. So
A little more about it. A
Yeah,
little more
so-
about it. Be about it. You know.
The male dogs are more crash dummies.
There, yeah, that's a crash. I'm adopting that one. Crash dummies. That's 100% what they are.
So, have you picked a name for your puppy already? Or are you gonna wait till you interact with it a little bit more?
Actually, my wife picked out a name for her, and we liked Andre so much we kind of wanted it to be sort of a play on that. I know she's a sea litter, so obviously her name on her paper, but I think her call name will be Anya.
Okay.
Anya.
And then what's her official name?
Boy, we don't know yet. It's we've been looked up. Claudia, I know, is a good German name. Cleopatra, something. We're gonna incorporate something in there to fit with her call name.
I mean, you can make it some gun related. Is there a C gun term you can use?
We could, but should it be German?
I don't know. You can have whatever you want.
Okay, as long as it's C, right?
Yeah, as long as you see.
Yeah, we might. We'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, you can't call her Clip because that's not the official term.
That's not the official term.
You don't say
Well, there's the pistol maker Canic, but I don't ever run Canics, even though I like them. They're good pistols.
But that's not a girl's name.
It's not a girl's name. Yeah, we're gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah, we gotta figure it. What is it?
Miss Canic.
Miss Canic.
Miss
But
Canic.
it starts with an M. You just put C in front of that and then C Miss Canic.
Well, we'll see if the wife and the daughter come up with something. They're pretty creative with names, so see what we can find out.
So Henny, you are very selective about who you allow your dogs to go to. So why did you let this guy get one of your dogs?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm 100% positive on that yet. So we still gotta talk a few more times. But
Got to run a couple more background checks.
yeah, a little
Few
bit
more
more,
time.
a little bit more. You know, there's a lot of factors come into play. We can start with some pizza like today. I mean, nice try.
Right. Yeah, we can see. We're just gonna have to see where it goes. I'm not really. I mean.
No, I met Byron. I said we met like 3 years ago, two and a half.
Can't believe it's been that long. Yeah, it's been 3
But
years.
yeah, we got along pretty well from the beginning on. I think his wife got jealous of me a few times, but that's okay.
She's always jealous of Germans in our life.
But no, we got along pretty well together, and eventually, start hanging out together here and there, having some beers, go on the range, shooting, same hobbies, and had the same opinion, and got to know his family, and just All I want is for my dogs to find good homes. They don't have to be working homes. They don't have to be a certain type of home, not at all. As long as I know my dog has a good life, I'm okay with the people normally. And Byron seems all right for the most part. And
Except those days I lose my temper.
no,
Couple more background checks gotta get ran before he's like,
Yeah.
he's okay.
I mean, one thing I like is, so the puppy's gonna be around. I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna see her grow. Gonna see how she develops, since we help her as well training, and which will help me in the long run as well for to see how my breeding is going, how my puppy's gonna turn out, and what they're able to do, or where their limits are. So I might find out, hey, this is not something that I really liked, but even though we did everything we were supposed to do, but this didn't work out, this worked out. So the more puppies I see that we can work, they come from me, the better I can be. So it's just a building for me, and that's why I tell everybody, be honest with me, what my dog does and doesn't do, and otherwise I'm just trying to get better with my dogs, try to get better lines, and just most important thing is keep them healthy. So
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been raising one of your dogs right now. He sheds.
no,
You put him in the crate and you get out, and there's hair everywhere.
that's
You
just
didn't tell me that.
That's just the season.
The season is 6 months in the winter and 6 months in the spring.
Yeah?
But it's always a weekend.
After you spend 30 minutes brushing him, I had Bane on the treadmill, and I'm like, you know what? I'm actually gonna brush him. He needs it. I'm brushing just his back end for 20 minutes, and he still had fur on him. And I'm like, I did it again the next day, another 20 minutes, and then he looked really good.
Well,
But
this-
3 days later, he needed to be brushed again. So if I'm saying anything, German Shepherds, they shed too much.
I don't know.
I'm like, oh man. And it's not that bad once you get the coats out. The winter coat is not
Yeah.
terrible.
Well, man.
Oh yeah, so in the
there's
winter to summer to winter, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
It's gonna
blow
be
their
bad,
coat,
so-
and you're like, oh my god. And then if you don't brush it out, then it starts like fading colors, and you're
I
like,
mean,
oh, he's
I literally-
two-tone now. I
I think-
actually have to.
I cleaned this morning.
Well, they do have a thing called, you shop at PetSmart, right?
No.
Yeah, I
You
knew,
don't know.
I knew that answer was coming. No, they do have a Furminator. You can use the Furminator.
We had the Furminator. We had a Slickle. We had something else.
My wife and daughter are both real. My wife will tell you she uses that Furminator every other day, and it's
Yes,
Works miracles.
every other day. That is a lot of grooming. That is a lot
maintenance.
of grooming.
it's called maintenance.
Stop it now. He wants that female. It's not.
No, they already have the Furminator. They're already used to
We've
it.
got two of them. We got two of them.
No, so German Shepherds do shed. So if you can't do the dog hair, just don't get a German Shepherd.
No.
If you don't mind, hey, I tell everybody who comes into my house, hey, I got 2 dogs. They're gonna jump up, live with their dog, stay outside.
Yep.
Same with dog hair. There's gonna be dog hair in my house. If you sit on the couch and you wear a black shirt, you're probably gonna see it. So.
People are gonna know you're a dog owner. And hey, what kind of dog you have? As long as they don't mistake it for cat hair, I'm good.
Again, you still bite you if you try
What
to.
you got against cats? You got the coolest cat on the planet. Leave it.
No, we do. We got, my daughter's got a cat now, so we're she
turned
will
it
have a
into cat.
companion as soon as she comes home.
Sweet.
And the cat is pretty tolerant of things.
I already
so-
talked to your daughter, so I already told her I need videos and pictures.
She's good.
She promised me that she's gonna take plenty of it. So,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep. So, is there anything you want to leave them with? Owning a German Shepherd. What do they need to know?
It's pretty much. He pretty much answered earlier. I mean, have an idea what a German Shepherd is, what they do, what they can't do, and what kind of chores come with a German Shepherd, which is one of them is the fur, it's cleaning the ears. There's a lot of maintenance here and there with the German Shepherd. If you're not willing to do this, you can stop right there. If you're okay with doing it, find a good breeder and ask about the parents. and then have a goal what you want to do with a German Shepherd. If you don't have a goal, that dog can make your life miserable. If you have a goal, make sure you buy the right dog for that goal.
Yeah, I think either way, no matter what breed, but if you buy any kind of working breed, you got to be prepared to give that dog a job. That's your responsibility. It's not the dog's responsibility to have a job. It's your job as the owner, as the parent, whatever you want to call it. That is your job. That dog did not ask for the life, did not ask to be part of your home. You brought that dog in as part of your home. So now it's incumbent upon me. We've agreed as a family what we've got to do to raise her right and have her be a good citizen. That's our goal at the end of the day, and whatever comes after that, with the work that we're going to do and bringing her along, is just going to be a bonus.
The icing on the cake. And if you're getting a puppy, you're getting a dog, just take your time. Allow the dog to grow up. Don't get in a rush. Make sure you subscribe so you get all of this great information so you learn how to raise your dog better. And as always, just take care of your dog.
Cheers. What's your beer, Byron?
Boom. It's over there.